Welcome in, Kansas and Drury. It is 1-0. Sorry about the delay. It's been a crazy stream. 9:27 left in period number one. It was Matthew Lang scoring the opening goal for the Jayhawks. They won the game last night. 8-7, crazy game last night, and they've got the early lead in this one. Trying to get the time right here as well. Out for another face-off in the offensive zone. Again, sorry about the delay on the broadcast. The initial streaming key did not work, but we are now live from Overland Park, near side. Lang centers across, and it goes wide. Matthew Lang scored the opening goal, and he scored two last night. 1 minute, 6 seconds into last night's game, and the winner, just under 3 minutes left. Open the book and close the book on the Panthers last night. Getting across here is Siddons. Kansas with the early puck advantage, have had a lot more of possession with under 9 minutes to play here in this opening period. Lang deflected on the centering pass, tries to fight it back forward, and it's back to Vaughn to take care of. Vaughn, another guy who got one of the 8 goals last night. Back the other way goes Drury. Breakaway opportunity here the other way, not numbers back though. He'll skate it around the boards, up against the boards, big shot there, and KU can pick it up the other way. Here's Siddons. Brett Siddons, the junior, carries it deep. All the way around. Siddons behind the net. Up top. Centering pass is knocked away and intercepted, and then cleared all the way down to be knocked away. I believe it's Ben Olsen in net this evening. KU pick up the loose puck again. They've had a lot more possession here in this opening frame. Trying to get the time correct here. 7:25 left in this opening period. Near side. Bumping is Aiden Siddons. Eventually breaks free and scooped up, taken the other way. Cedric Cardinal that time getting the interception. Again, 8-7 last night was the final score. KU took it late. Matthew Lang goal with 3 minutes left to close that one out. KU were up 5-2 in the second period, and then they gave up 4 unanswered. Drury took the lead, and then KU, back and forth they went. Were able to outlast the Panthers and take all the points. Here's a little chance the other way. Quick 2-on-2. Numbers back for KU. Quickly diving and tripped was Riley O'Connor. And KU the other way with numbers. It's a 3-on-1. Shot just wide there. Good pad save in net. Goalie for Drury this evening. Trying to find a name on him for a moment. Chance the other way, sliding through and closed out near side. Looking for the finish was Huber. Drury just have been outmatched early in this one. 6 minutes left in the opening period. Pops free in front. Chance for Drury and a save and poked away. Still in the zone here. Scooped up a shot, glove save by Olsen. KU looking for a fourth straight win. They got their third straight last night against Drury. Again, 8-7 in a crazy game. Face off coming from the right circle, won by Drury. Quick shot deflected into the path of Siddons, and he'll poke it up the other way. Cross ice, intercepted. No offside, and KU try and get set up here. Little chip pass, Siddons the return pass. And they enter the zone, the ref goes down. That was John Feeney, the Jayhawk, colliding there. Seems to be okay, but the ref gets taken out. So face-off to resume. 5:27 left, opening period. And it's won quickly and a shot at a glove save. So face-off coming for KU in the offensive zone. Shot that time from Harry Ives, and the save made. Face-off won by the Panthers. A little poke and glove down by Hearn. Ives chasing the puck deep in the zone, 2 versus 2 there. Jayhawks and Panthers. Slid up, KU just all sorts of pressure. They keep it in the zone, but now Drury can break off the skates of Siddons and up the other way. Quick shot, stabbed away by Olsen. So Drury, chance to put a little pressure on the Jayhawks here in the offensive zone as Cedric Cardinal gets kicked out of the face-off circle, and they end up winning it. Cardinal gets a stick to that, lifted into the zone. KU can get it. Nobody can retrieve it for Drury. Here comes Johnson the other way. Buck into the path of Lay. Had the opening goal today, about 5 minutes into this match. Poked away. Deep entry for Drury, behind the net. Olsen watches. 2 Jayhawks there, and it's taken away. Vaughn. (8-7) was the score in last night's game, and it was 2-2 at the end of the first period. This one a bit tamer so far, but KU's had the majority of the chances. Laid off to Brady, and taken away by KU again. And numbers again, quick 3-on-2, but numbers back for Drury. Pop free, centering pass across, looking for Vaughn. Shot back in right to the stick of the Panthers. And that could be a trip there, as looked like Cian Pond was brought down. 3:42 left in this opening period. And a whistle. And a Panthers power play coming up here as Hudson Huber gets called for the penalty. Scored the 5th goal of last night's game and carries over that special teams influence that had a big grasp on the game last night. That was a big separating factor in terms of the goals scored, and KU had to fend off a late 5-on-3 advantage in the waning seconds, which they did. Offensive zone face-off for the Panthers. They win it, fumble around with it for a moment deep in the zone here. And that one is cleared by KU. 10 seconds gone on the power play. Chasing behind the net, John Feeney. He knocks down the Panthers. Some groans from the crowd as KU can burn some more of this power play. 30 seconds off of it now. Launched up, little redirect from Siddons to take it deeper into the zone. KU coming off 3 straight wins into this game. They've got Dordt University December 5th and the 6th, a team that dismantled Drury twice when they were on the road against the Panthers. So could be a tough result. That'll be the final 2 games of 2025 for the Jayhawks. Into the path and knocked away right into the belly of Olsen. And KU can get another clear. Under a minute left on the first power play of this game. 2.5 left in this opening period. Free in the middle of the zone, scooped up. Drury's gotten a couple shots, but nothing really menacing on this first power play. And again, had a chance late with the man advantage last night, but couldn't find that equalizer to make it 8-8. KU hung on for quite a dramatic victory that had some huge momentum swings. KU led at 5-2 at 1.4 unanswered in the third, went down 6-5. Just a ridiculous game with Daniel Schmidt on the call. Solo broadcast today. My name's Sam Johnson. Again, sorry about all the technical difficulties earlier. Shot and a cover by Olsen. 4 seconds left on the power play. $1:41 left in this opening period from Overland Park. The separating goal so far, Matthew Lang in the early stages of the first period. Face off one, shot straight to the air as a couple sticks poked at it right in front of the KU bench is where it lands and out of play. Back on the ice is Aiden Siddons for the Jayhawks, as well as Braxton Landis. Another offensive zone faceoff for Drury now, with KU back to even strength. And the Panthers win the faceoff. Behind the net of Olsen, swung around. Huber the other way. Jayhawks try to enter the zone there, got denied early. Up ahead, nice find to Huber, knocked away. Panthers the other way, quick set of numbers here. If he could center it all the way across, there was a chance if somebody could get a stick to it, a wide open net. Stick went flying out of the hands of Siddons, launched deep into the Drury zone. Huber tried to deflect it. What a pass there off the skate. Don't think that was intentional from the Panthers, and that's whipped in around the boards to collect it is Garrett Limbert. KU quickly win the puck back. That's kind of been the story of this opening period with under a minute left and out of play in front of the Drury bench. .50 seconds remain in the opening period. Matthew Lang with the opening goal for KU. Trying to make it 2 wins here at home in Overland Park against Drury. 8-7 last night. And 1-0 so far. And Panthers win the faceoff. Can they escape is the question. Spinning and turning and eluding the pressure for the Panthers. Scooped up KU, the loose puck. It's Huber. Backhand pass. Siddons. Back to Huber. What a find. Huber lifting it, trying to go top right. Just over the glove. Limbert, the goalie, Garrett Limbert, the senior, in net this evening for the Panthers. Near side, Huber. Loose puck flipped up. A couple of hands went up trying to grab it and then falls down for KU to backpedal here and get set up again. They lose a puck in front of the net, knocked back to the corner to clear the danger initially. Jimmy Cannon making a nice play, and that concludes the first period. Matthew Lang with the solo goal, making it 1-0 Jayhawks. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Got started a bit late here in Overland Park. OBS was not cooperating, but we are alive and well now, and KU alive and well. They look good. Lots of puck control and the lead thanks to Matthew Lang. 1-0 at the intermission. We'll see you in about 15 minutes.